So, Natalie, do you want to walk us through all the important things we need to know when hiring for an accessibility audit?
Sure. So I think the first thing that's important to note is that doing an audit is often the first step in making sure that your website is more accessible. But it's important to note that doing the audit by itself doesn't accomplish anything for improving the accessibility of your website. So all you do in an audit is look at your website and find all of the accessibility issues. Then you have a whole other step of remediation to actually get those fixed. But the audit is an important first step. So you would want to be clear on why are you doing the audit? And presumably it's because you want your website to be accessible, but then you also need to know what exactly does that mean? And it might depend on what segment of the market you're in, what kind of business you own, which kind of accessibility guidelines are the ones that apply to your website. If you're not sure, then WCAG 2.1 or 2.2 AA is always a good baseline because that's what most of the laws are related to. But you might have a slightly different requirement based on what kind of website you're dealing with. And then you might also have Section 508 if it's anything to do with the government. So you want to be clear on what are you testing for? Which guideline are you trying to be compliant with? At the end of the audit, you're going to get a big list of all of the accessibility issues on your website. So now you'll know exactly what you need to have fixed. And that's pretty much the basics of how an audit works.